Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the McMinnville, Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, October 9th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So first off, looking at active listings. Last week in McMinnville, I showed we only had 5 new listings kind of come on the market last week. And you can kind of see that's a slight low for the past 8 weeks, down from 13 the week prior. And end of the week with 72 homes on the market as of the end of the week. And you can kind of see that's a high for the last 8 weeks. So definitely kind of seeing a little bit more of a buildup of inventory. The median price and the days on market for the active listings, you kind of see that's kind of been declining in terms of the median price. This last week kind of came in at 550, down 25,000 from the week prior, and certainly down from kind of where it was at the beginning of the period here. Days on market, you can kind of see that's been kind of a little bit up and down. Started at 37, got down to 23, and last month or so it's been kind of building back up. Last reading was 32 days of average market time for the current active listings. Moving along to pending sales. This last week, I show we had 4 homes go pending in McMinnville. Pretty slow week for pendings, as you can kind of see, matching a low for the past 8 weeks here. And end of the week was 67 homes in pending status. That's been kind of coming down. You can kind of see over the past couple of weeks after peaking at 73 here about 3 weeks back. It hasn't moved a lot though in total. Had a low of 61 and a high of 73, kind of came in the middle of that this last week. The median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see that's been up a little bit. We were riding right around 500,000 for the first month. The last 2 weeks we've been at 521 now. And days on market's been pretty steady over the past, well, almost the whole period here, between 10 and 11 days. Last week kind of came back in at 10. And then lastly here, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together here, I show we had 4 homes cross over from pending to sold last week in McMinnville. You kind of see where that fits, over the last 8 weeks, kind of towards the lower end of the range. And then when I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity here, kind of on a rolling weekly basis, this last week kind of came in at 26, up one from the prior week, but you can kind of see it's been, quite a slide down here over the past 7 weeks or so. So definitely less closing activity. Median sold price and days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see where that's been. We were started at 450 for about 3 weeks, bumped up to the 490 range for about a month. This last week kind of dropped down to 470, so kind of in between the 2 readings here, the high and the low readings. And days on market, the last couple of weeks it's been at 11. So it has risen up from where it was at the beginning of the period. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is the weeks of inventory, and you can kind of see we had a low of about 6 weeks of inventory, kind of towards the beginning of the period here, and it's been steadily rising. Last 2 weeks, it's been right at 11 weeks. So it's kind of held steady this last week, so getting close to about 3 months of inventory, just shy of 3 months of inventory. And then the sale price as a percent of the original list price, you can kind of see that, was pretty close to about 100% of list price for the first month. Last month definitely has kind of been declining. So the last 2 weeks has been at about 97.5%, or about 2.5% of the original list price. So, so definitely, market continues to transition from a hot seller's market to one that's not anymore. So, I would say, still under 3 months of inventory, which, more seller's environment, but, with these adjustments in sale price to list price ratios, definitely appears that, we're definitely kind of seeing the effects of price reductions more in the market, and buyers being able to negotiate a little harder on price and terms. So I hope this weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. If so, always appreciate any likes, comments, and shares that you might have. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can kind of keep up to date of what's happening in your local market. As always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great day and week, and we'll see you on the next video.